Hello everyone and welcome back for another anime figure opening video today. Today we are finally opening up the Emilia figure that was one of the Ichiban Kuji figures that came out in 2021. So let's take a quick look at this very open box. Here we go. So as you can see, we have Ichiban Kuji there in the top left corner. That just simply means number 1 lottery, and then we have our ReZero logo there. We also have this really big window open showing Emilia inside and a reflection of my camera. And you can see that she's holding like this teapot as well as this cup, and she's wearing a maid outfit. So very, very cool design. Very excited to open this up. Down here we have the B version, and this is the Emilia figure. And yeah, you've got the Bandai logo down there too. So yep, pretty cool. On the side, there's not really anything. There's just this really nice kind of design, this wall pattern with the stripes at the bottom. On the other side, it's exactly the same. But on the back, we have all the safety information that we're used to. Again, the title up here. Down here, we have all that safety info and so on. And there's also a little QR code for you to scan. And that QR code, very simply, it just shows you when these Kuji figures, these prize figures, are going to be coming out. And prize figure is the wrong word. This is actually like a ticket lottery from A to whatever letter. And there's a chance of you getting it. So if you're lucky, you might get a figure. Anyway, on the bottom, we just have this very plain kind of clothes with a few kind of smudges. Ugh, that's gross. And then on the top, we can get this around the right way. We have another window seeing Emilia from the top, again with our B Emilia figure text there. So let's get it open. Alrighty, with our knife. Now, I will be honest, I did not win this in any of the lotteries. I actually bought this when I bought the REM. So I got both of them. I think she cost about 2,000 yen, which was kind of cool, because I think the chances of you winning this are quite slim. And I was lucky to get her the price we did, so it was lovely. Also, I'm also thinking about getting like one of those big busts. I saw they had an Ekidona bust down in Nipponbashi. I might go and buy it, because I don't have any Ekidona stuff. Anyway, this is all plastic. Most of these Ichiban Kuji figures have plastic inserts, so sorry for your ears. And wow, okay. We can't really get a nice clear look at her, but wow, this is already beautiful. All right, let me get everything unpackaged and we'll take a look together. 1 second. Okay, so first off, as always, stand. And here is our stand. And as you can see, it's just a clear plastic, so we can see all the way through it. And it has this really nice kind of purple pattern around the outside. Very, very pretty looking. Very, very nice. Also, instead of holes this time, we have 2 points sticking out on the stand itself. This is where Emilia's feet will go in. It doesn't look like it's very high because, look, watch, ready? Hopefully, if the camera will focus, I can push them up. Because underneath, they do have like little plugs that kind of stick out. I think that's kind of cool. That's a really, really interesting motif. Motif is the wrong word. A really interesting kind of use for the stand. Yeah, I've never really thought about that. That's cool. And then also, if I turn this over, hopefully you can read the text up there, but it says like Bandai Namco or Bandai Spirit, sorry, made in China. And then up here we have like the ReZero, reborn in a world, blah, 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 ReZero, all that jazz. So yeah, that is the stand. Very simple, very clear. So let's put it down. And then we have our Emilia, and she is stuck in a lot of plastic. So let's get her out. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. For a Kuji figure, you're looking quite good already. We also have a bit of plastic here again, protecting other pieces too. Alrighty. Oh, dear. There's little pieces sticking off. Wow, this looks lovely. Okay, let's kick things off by taking a look at her face. So, as we can see, she has 2 purple eyes looking off in the distance. So, she's going to be looking at an angle. It's kind of cool. Her nose sticks out a little bit, not so much, and her mouth is just painted on with a tiny, tiny little dent there. If it will focus, there you go. Her face actually looks kind of plain. Actually, now I'm looking at it, it's not so detailed. There's not really any blusher. Very basic. But her hair is beautiful. I will give them massive credit here. I love that nice kind of clear plastic where it looks a little bit frosted. It's a really nice kind of purpley color. Comes down with her fringe in the middle, but also a few strands kind of kicking off here around the edge. I love this piece coming off here in front with her little kind of trademark, well, not trademark, but her little clip there holding her hair to one side. She also has this beautiful, beautiful headband on the top. And I say beautiful, it does look nice at a distance, but when you get really close, those flowers are kind of ugh. So I'm hoping the camera picks it up so we can all see that together. But she does also have this is the trademark, this trademark kind of like little ribbon again on the side of her hair, so really cool. And then if we go around the back, we can see that her hair actually beautifully is plaited all the way down to the end, where it is kind of knotted up here and it comes off into a nice little point. This is really cool. I just love plaits. This is beautiful. And it's probably one of the few really nice parts of this figure, because before I started filming this piece, I saw a few not great pieces. But yeah, this is lovely. It's definitely a saving grace. So this is the good bit. Okay, and moving down the body, as you can see, she's wearing maid attire, which does look really cool at a distance. You can see on the shoulders here, she's wearing this kind of like white, I want to say shawl. This is really nice too. It's quite plain. I think the plainness of that shoulder is really good. Although on the back there is a little bit of shading. Hopefully the camera will pick that up quite nicely with a nice little bow there. And you can see underneath just there, that tiny little piece right in the middle, a little bit of black, because that is connected to her dress, I suppose. And the dress itself does look okay. However, there are a few kind of errors on it. First of all, you can see here on her breast there's a couple of smudges, which is gross. Also, the detail here isn't the best. I mean, it just looks kind of cheap. And that's something to be expected from Ichiban Kuji figures. They typically do look kind of cheap, which sucks. Even down here, like the little ruffles on the sleeves, these look okay. But again, it just looks kind of cheap, which sucks. Oh, that's a huge shame, a huge shame. And even here on her hand, again, I hope the camera will pick it up, but you can see that there's a tiny bit of damage there on that finger. The paint has come off a little bit, so unfortunate, very unfortunate. However, on this side, you can see that she is holding a tray with a teapot and a cup. This is cool. This is very cool. It's just a very nice looking design. Very happy with that. And underneath here, you can see that her hand does have a little bit of detail. Even the nails have been kind of detailed too. So this hand's good. This hand's kind of wank. So yeah, not great. On the back, you can see that she's got this big bow, which is holding her dress together with these pieces coming off. And on this back piece, you can see that there's a tiny little piece probably sticking off there. Like that, see that little straggler? Like, look at that. That's just unfortunate. That's probably just on the cutting when they were trying to cut this on printing. But one of the key highlights I want to just point out right now, because we haven't actually talked about it much, the shading's beautiful. I love the little purple shading at the top and the bottom here. It does look quite nice. It's very cool. And it makes up for a lot of the problems, which are kind of not great. But here on the front, this is also very pretty too. The shading's nice. The folding it feels kind of natural there. You can even see where it kind of goes in the middle there, where her legs would be kind of like meeting her body. So very well thought out. And the front, from the front, this just looks very cool. Very nice. From behind, you can also see there's a few folds here on her dress. So this goes all the way down to her feet. And it has that kind of rose. I want to say rose. Rose is probably the wrong word. It has that floral pattern going around the outside. Pretty cool. And then her boots are actually pretty nice. Her boots are tied with purple laces. There's a bow on there too. These are more of a pinky color or a peachy color, I suppose, compared to the rest of the figure. So yeah, very nice. And her boots have 2 holes in them to go into the stand. And I will highlight, you cannot see any pants up here, so apologies if anyone was looking for pants. But that's the Emilia figure. Now I have the awkward job of getting her in her interesting shaped stand. So give me 1 second. Okay, and here she is in her stand. And actually, this looks quite nice when she's in her stand. And it sounds like I've been complaining a little bit. I'm just kind of... It's upsetting that these Kuji figures, they seem to have lots of smudges and kind of rougher edges. So it is kind of unfortunate. But hey, let me give you all a few pretty shots because I want to hear your opinions on this. So let me know what you think below. But let me give you all a few pretty shots. Let's take a look. Okay, and let's go and put you on the shelf. Here we go. So yeah, like I say, it sounds like I was complaining a little bit about this figure. It's actually quite nice. We don't have so many Emilia figures, and I think I'm more upset that they could have done a little bit more with it. So I think that's my main qualm. Again, we don't have much room, so we're going to put her up here for now, because I think that this is a good location for her. Oh, look at that. Actually, that is quite nice. There we go. Okay, so thank you very much for tuning in today. If you liked today, please do give us a like, and please subscribe for many more figures coming very, very soon. Okay, bye!